Welcome back to Our Cynic Culture. I'm Matt.
Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And we have Kit Kats aged in whiskey barrels, possibly the rarest candy bar you can get. Let's see if it's from Japan.
Yeah.
I was looking. I got my Google feed pops up with like random shit now because for
Porn. Probably mostly porn.
Yeah, well, like random porn too. But like for like trying to find like stuff to review on this show, I started to get like random stuff popping up, and I got a article showing off Kit Kats aged in whiskey barrels, and this came out in December 2020. And this was only released in Japan, and I was very distraught because we don't live in Japan. Jeff and I actually have a friend that lives in Japan.
That's from our now defunct radio show, Cockblock.
Yeah, it was.
If you'd have had me on there,
Yeah.
I'd have
You would have not said one word and just sat in silence.
Yeah, that was a guest appearance.
Cockblock was an acronym for.
Cockblock was probably the greatest radio show of all time in Lexington, Kentucky.
And like
It didn't have
Kentucky.
me, so
It was amazing.
It was an
radio show.
acronym for the Coalition of Craft Beer Lovers of Kentucky, but Cockblock is
It
the
was.
more
I ran the
fortunate term.
board.
Yeah,
That was so much fun.
yeah, you did.
And you
That's
got
all you
so
did.
annoyed with me running the board.
Yeah, 'cause you always do these
I was
fucking
I was
sound
doing
bites.
drops. I was constantly doing drops.
Jeff would be like, we'd be in the middle of a bit, and he'd be like, hold
I
on,
remember.
wait. Oh, and I was like, you gotta wait 6 seconds for a soundbite.
I had to get my drop going.
Yeah, and then we'd start into another story. He'd be like, hold on, I got it, I figured it out.
Man, those were the days.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
You know
That
what I want
sweaty,
though? I
hot
want some whiskey
studio.
barrel aged Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Chuck Clenny was the station manager when we were doing the radio show.
Yeah, and Chuck actually moved to Japan, and I saw this article pop up about Kit Kats, and there's Japan only, and Jeff was like, let's fucking ask Chuck. And we messaged Chuck, and he was like, yeah, I can get that for you.
Is that the first good idea Jeff's had?
It's
No,
it's
I have a good idea every
Like
second.
ever?
I have a good
Ever?
idea.
Okay.
So also, what if you put mayonnaise inside the tuna can?
See,
No.
he negated the only good idea he
Yeah.
had with that
I have
idea.
lots of
So now you have
that's
amazing
amazing
That's a
ideas.
bullshit idea right there, Jeff.
So
Amazing ideas.
Chuck came through and he gave us some whiskey barrel aged Kit Kats that were Japanese distribution only. Not only that,
You the man,
he
Chuck.
gave us some green tea. I'm assuming
Is
this
that
is green
green
tea
tea? Is that
because
matcha?
I can't read. Yeah, matcha tea.
Matcha tea.
I can't read
that's good.
Japanese. He gave us some sparkling wine Kit Kats.
You know, that's-
some
amazing.
rum raisin chocolates.
I like plain rummy.
Some strawberry milk. Yeah, hold on, it's still going. And some ruby chocolate Kit Kats.
When I was in China,
You the man, thank
I mean,
you.
China and Japan are obviously not the same, but when I was in Asia, like you find junk food with the flavors like you never see in America. Never see these flavors in America.
So the thing with these Kit Kats is apparently they have a chocolatier or like a division that
But why
is-
don't we get these chocolates?
Probably because the American palate doesn't want it.
Yeah,
Doesn't want it.
Yeah, and they have like the most random stuff. He gave us a Japanese cola, which is it's Pepsi, salt, and lychee. Like, do you ever think you would see this in the United States?
No,
Do you think this
no.
would ever sell in the United States?
I don't think that sells in Eastern Kentucky.
No,
I don't know.
Not
but
Breathitt
like,
County?
I don't know.
apparently,
get me some of them salt lychee Pepsi.
we like Mountain Dew though.
Who else is coming?
No, it ain't no saying. We like
some.
Mountain Dew.
Thank you, son.
Give me some Mountain Dew, Pepsi, and Coke.
What about salt and lychee Mountain Dew?
Nope.
No, you would do it.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain
I would
Dew,
try
Mountain
it.
Holler.
I would
That's all
try
I
it.
want.
I'll try it.
It's in the holler.
Mountain Holler was the Save A Lot brand. I used to work at Save A Lot.
Mountain Holler?
So
that
Mountain
really a brand?
Holler is the knockoff brand of Mountain Dew.
Are you
that
making
Save
this
A
up?
Lot's no Save A Lot sells it. Mountain Holler. It's not nearly as good.
Could you get that for the show?
Of course,
That's
you can buy
gotta
it
be
at
rare.
Save A Lot.
I mean, that's gotta be rare, right? That can't be common Mountain
legit.
Holler.
That's
get
a
it.
show.
Yeah, I
That's a
get
show
that.
right there.
That's
That's
not common. That's rare.
There's a Mountain Lightning too.
Mountain Lightning.
Mountain Lightning?
I used to have a dog called Lightning.
Wait, do they still make
R.I.P.
Is Mountain Holler still made though?
I mean, as far as I know, I haven't worked in Save A Lot in a while.
Okay,
but
we'll bring that. We're
I
gonna
used to
bring
be
that
the
up.
night stockman. I did a real good job.
Yeah, you remember Mountain Holler, so that's worth it. So, anyways, these Kit Kats, well, not all of them, but most of them, especially the whiskey barrel aged, come from the Kit Kat Chocolatory, and this is the Japanese only
So it's
division.
made in Japan.
I assume it's made in Japan. I don't know. The thing with these like macro corporations, it might be
Right.
made in fucking. I
Kit
don't
Kat
know.
probably
somewhere.
belongs to some larger
You know,
corporation.
it's
Well,
kind of
it's
it's kind of
Nestle.
crazy though.
It's
You
Nestle.
think about
Kit Kat
it.
is
So
Nestle.
we've talked about like bourbon in the past. So outsourcing things that didn't appeal to the American palate. So like Four Roses
Exactly.
or the Blanton stuff we had.
Right.
this is interesting. Like, I guess it wouldn't appeal to the American palate.
That's exactly right. And I think that's what's cool about it is, like, I guess Japan has really kind of been in tune with that for a long time now. Like the one-offs, the weird, the stories, the stuff that has like some.
I think they also like KFC, but go ahead.
But Tokyo is like my bucket list. Going to Tokyo.
Have you never been to Tokyo?
Have you?
Well, no, I'm saying you've been like everywhere.
No, I've never been to Tokyo. It's not on my bucket list. Like to eat grilled chicken uterus from the street and noodle shops.
Jesus Christ.
And of course sushi. I mean, I want to go to Tokyo so bad.
I've never been out of the country.
Uterus.
Chicken uterus, grilled chicken uterus. They do it on the street on the grills.
They do the uterus on the street.
They grilled chicken uterus on the street.
Why would you want that? Like, what in your mind says this sounds really good?
It does sound good though.
No, it does not.
It sounds really good.
No.
What about it sounds good? Like the ute or the
grilled
tourist?
meats on the street of Tokyo sounds awesome to me.
I don't think uterus is a meat.
I think that's how COVID-19 started. I'm pretty sure.
These Kit Kats come from the Kit Kat Chocolatory, started in 2013 to create upscale variants.
Okay.
And I think a lot of these were released in Japan only, but Japan's got like the market for that.
Right.
If we are nothing, we are upscale.
Here we are.
In Lexington, Kentucky?
Yes.
Highfalutin, I think, is the term
We have a Whole Foods here.
Yeah.
And a Trader Joe's.
These are made from Ghanaian cocoa nibs aged 100 days.
From Ghana.
Yeah, Ghanaian.
Ghana.
Yeah, it's like from Ghana, so it's Ghanaian.
Okay.
I believe Matt.
Say it.
Ghana.
Say it. So if something comes from Ghana, how do you attribute that?
It's Ghana.
This is made from Ghanaian cocoa nibs aged 180 days in Islay Scotch barrels, and they rotated them weekly to get like the most like exposure to like the
how
oak.
that looks when you put candy in a Scotch barrel.
Well, it's the cocoa nibs.
The cocoa
It's not,
nibs.
which
There's no liquid, it's just put in the barrel itself.
Yeah, and we've had like beers and stuff like that. They use like
This is solid, it's not liquid.
That's very true. But like coffee beans,
and
they're like a lot of times aged.
That's a good comparison. Yeah. And cocoa nibs, if you've never actually eaten a cocoa nib, it's actually quite bitter.
It's very bitter. Yeah.
So I had a friend in Missouri who had a chocolate company, and he gave us cocoa nibs, and it was like, oh yeah, that's bitter because there's no sugar or anything.
I've never actually had them, but I have heard the same thing. Yeah. So the process was overseen by a gentleman by the name of Yasumasa Takagi, who is a patissier. He was actually on the Iron Chef. So he's like
chocolatier.
Yeah. Well, he's a patissier.
What's his name again?
Yasumasa Takagi.
You probably just
is that not the same guy you're
No, I mean, seriously, I watched Top Chef. So, yeah.
No, I think I got his name right.
You think so?
I've had to look up pronunciations for a lot of this stuff, so I'm pretty sure I got it right. There are actually over 400 different Kit Kat flavors.
It's crazy. You don't see those in America, though.
No, you don't.
I
You don't
want to
see
try
any
one
of
of
this
these.
stuff.
I'm actually
Well, I
hungry.
think that's what's interesting about this is I don't know if it's just Kit Kats or if they have like other, because this is all under like the Nestle umbrella. Like I don't know if they have.
I feel like I have seen like the Nestle like bars with different flavors. Like you know, there's an app that I have. It's someplace out of Arizona that has some things imported and
Phoenix?
like they'll sell. Do what now?
Phoenix.
You know, I think it actually is in Phoenix area.
You're trying to be a smart ass.
Which is actually
right.
It's called.
Well done.
It's a city in Arizona.
It's called Desert Drinks.
Oh, yeah.
They actually have a lot of stuff. I'm not trying to give them a shout out, but they have a lot of stuff you can't get here that they'll import and then sell to you. So there you go.
Okay.
There you go. Shout out to them.
They did not have these.
These whiskey barrel aged Kit Kats were made available on December 15th, 2020. So it was very recently. I believe this is the only barrel aged or like spirit barrel aged Kit Kat that they have done in the chocolatory. I searched and looked and I couldn't see anything else. They got a lot of weird flavors, a lot of cool looking stuff, and we have some here. Again, thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you coming through. But I don't think they've ever done a whiskey or barrel or like a spirit barrel aged. So we got the first one. This is it.
I'm ready to
And
eat
it's
it.
here in Kentucky.
Give me that chocolate.
I mean, I don't think we're the first ones since ever
Kentucky.
eaten one, but
We're the first ones ever.
ever.
Nobody in America has this but us. Fuck you. We win. Go to hell.
Fuck you, rest of the world.
Suck it, world.
America. So he also gave us the salt and lychee Japanese cola
Pass
Pepsi.
it over. Pass it over.
How we?
I want some of that.
I don't even like soda, but I'll try it.
Come on, Jeff. Shit.
I think it's cool that like they have so many like random shit. I really do wish we could see more random shit in the United States like this.
It's always interesting. Like, you know, again, I grew up in Eastern Kentucky. We did not have a lot of variety, but when I go, it's
sure?
true. Yeah, it's crazy. But when I go into like a store,
both kinds of music, country and western.
we did. That's true. So we would go into, now I love Indian food, have for a long time, but one of the Indian restaurants by my house, love it. I'll go over there to like
There's
the
an
grocery
Indian
store.
restaurant in Brother County?
No, here in Lexington.
Oh, here in Lexington.
So I'll go over there to the market, and man, they got all kinds of stuff. I'm like, damn, why have I never heard of this? You know what I mean?
Like naan?
Well, I know what naan is, but
Paneer?
I know cheese,
Actually,
baby.
That Indian grocery near where you live is really good.
It's very good.
It's very good. I shop
So
there.
the weird thing though about over there, the ice cream. Have you ever had Indian ice cream?
From that shop?
Well, I mean, in general, I guess.
That's
So
a good
they have
question. I don't know.
weird flavors, and you think this sounds good, right? It's all been awful. Like you cannot eat it. Like it is awful.
Like what?
Indian ice. It doesn't matter the name of flavor. Chocolate? No, it's got chocolate and like some kind of weird shit in it. Like it's not even.
One of my greatest thrills when I'm abroad, particularly in Asia, is going like to little like bodega groceries and getting the cheap ice creams out of the coolers.
Okay.
And you get all the weird flavors, the cool flavors, like lychee maybe or something like that.
I love that you're explaining
All right,
this.
this
like
is pretty good.
No, I love that he's explaining this colloquially. Like we've all been there. He's like, you know what I mean when I go
know what I
into
mean.
like
You know
the
what I'm
Asian
talking about.
grocery store in the
When I'm in
bodega.
Hanoi and I'm walking down the street and there's like a little bodega and it's like, hey, let's go in that
Don't
cooler
you- Jason, right?
and see
Like,
what kind of crazy
of
ass
course,
ice
Of
creams
course,
are.
yeah, I know where
They
it's
got
at.
all kinds of crazy, I mean, I love
It's on the corner.
Of course, like,
Yeah, the corner of the place with a thing.
this tastes like a Pepsi.
Actually, this just tastes like a soda.
It doesn't taste like anything special.
I mean,
right?
it's got a little bit like it's got something a little bit different to it, but nothing.
Although I don't like soda to begin with, so
Yeah.
So, do you want to go straight into Whiskey Barrel and then just kind of like filter off
I
and
do.
stuff? We got 3 of them, so I say we just fucking open all 3.
no. What,
Give me,
are they
give me,
different?
give me.
No,
There's only open one. They don't have all three.
Open two. Open two.
why does it matter?
Because we're not going to eat all the
Save
chocolate.
one. Save one.
Look how big these are. Like,
All right, chill, dude.
is this too much chocolate? Is this too much chocolate for you, Jeffrey?
It is.
Oh, I'm
Can
watching
you
my
not,
waistline.
can you not handle this chocolate?
I'm on a diet.
Ooh, that's good.
Do you get
Once
whiskey?
again, please don't chew into the mic.
It's,
don't-
it's
I don't
what do you
know.
call
I have
that?
to edit that shit.
AMR?
I don't know that I get whiskey, but damn, it's good.
ASMR. I get a tiny bit maybe of whiskey.
Maybe it's a very good dark chocolate though.
A little bit of spirit.
I'll be honest, that's better than a regular Kit Kat for sure. For me, I like dark chocolate too. I don't know that I can pick whiskey out or any spirit. You can, Jordan, a little bit.
I think I can a little bit, and I think it almost gets kind of melded and kind of like lost in the dark chocolate.
I think I get a little bit of whiskey.
I mean, very good. I think it's better than a regular Kit Kat. So
Yeah. So I think the problem here is that they aged cocoa nibs for 180 days in Islay Scotch whiskey barrels, rotated every 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever. But the chocolate only constitutes like 40% of the actual candy bar. Because you got the wafer, you got the
yeah,
whatever
but
else
I mean,
is
you
in
think
the
of a
Kit Kat.
wafer though. You think it'd be kind of a blank canvas. You
But
know
that's
what I
the thing.
mean? It's
That's
not.
exactly
It's
what I mean.
tasty
No, the wafer.
Oh, it's very good. Yeah.
If you mix like the chocolate with the wafer, like the actual constituents of whiskey barrel aged contents is only like 30 to 40% of this, because you got the wafer like
It's like you're talking,
drowning out the
You're talking
with-
science.
That's what I do. That's what I do. But like the actual like the candy bar is it's got a lot of
Do you
different
think the
things.
show is going to ever get nominated for an Emmy or a Grammy or something like this?
We already
What
did.
is the podcast version of an Emmy or a Grammy?
We got nominated for one in Breathitt County.
I mean, we should get nominated for something. shouldn't
We did. Yeah. Worst show ever.
Worst show ever. And the
Which in
award-
Breathitt County, that's a good
What's
thing,
the,
right?
pod-
That's what I
what's
hear.
the podcast version of an Emmy or a Grammy? Is there one?
It's just
The potty?
The
Is it called
award.
the potty?
The award.
The potty?
Sure.
And the potty goes
potty.
to...
The fact that they spend a lot of time with the chocolate. Obviously, if you're a chocolatier or a patissier, whatever the Yasumata is, it's I get it, but like the chocolate isn't the entire Kit Kat. So obviously
I
we're
do
splitting
like it.
hairs, and
I
that's
think-
what we do on the show.
I think I do like it better than a regular Kit Kat, but
I do.
it might just be the dark chocolate. So I don't get any whiskey or any spirit. What do these cost? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I think like $3. Now
Each one
Which is like
$3.
2 million yen.
something like that. Yeah. Now, granted, this is
millionaires if
one.
yen was
So
a
like,
currency.
yeah, like you go to a grocery store, you get a Kit Kat, you get 4,
And you get
obviously,
and then you probably get a break today.
and it's like $1. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for that. We are not sponsored by Kit Kat.
so
Yeah.
interesting.
But if you want to sponsor us, reach out.
The engineers who did the packaging. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
got
that's
this thing.
that's $2 or $3 that's right there.
Right. It's got like a little hoodie here that opens up, and oh, there's a chocolate inside.
That's exactly the reaction they wanted to evoke from their consumers.
So it's interesting they go with this though. Like it's good. It's better than regular, but it's not like pronounced difference.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's try something else up there. So
yeah,
you want to
so
try the
sparkling
that's-
wine?
Sparkling
Yeah,
wine. So we got sparkling wine, strawberry milk, and
I
the
actually
matcha tea.
do want to try the sparkling wine.
Sparkling
Let's
wine.
try this one. Let's try this one.
The matcha tea.
Yeah. Let's try tea.
Let's try some sparkling wine.
Let's try tea.
Ooh, these are like 2-packs.
And minis.
I'm with this.
This one also says break on it. Have a
He's
break.
not-
He's not
actually
even.
say
He's
break.
not even getting our guest Jordan one.
Yeah.
Screw Jordan, man.
Well, I was gonna.
Nah, he don't want
I was
none.
gonna say we were gonna split them, but I just realized I gave out 3. So
All right.
this is matcha tea. Oh, they're green too.
That one's pretty good.
It's good. It's
These
like
are small
white
ones.
chocolate.
It's like a white
It's white
chocolate.
chocolate.
I'm getting tea.
So I don't even know if it is tea. It's green. I mean, I assume it's tea.
It could be like algae. We're gonna have like algae Kit Kats or like.
We're just guessing that it's a tea.
I mean, I'll be honest. It's
Actually,
very good.
Chuck
I just
told
don't know
us
what
it
it
was
is.
It's really good.
I mean, it tastes like cereal milk or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like it, but it's hard to like.
I think cereal milk is a
out.
very accurate
They
description.
used to have a.
Okay, I'm just going.
Oh,
we're
that's not
going in
maybe.
and we're doing
What was the one I had that was
sparkling
skinny?
wine.
All right, I'm gonna sparkling
Why
wine.
are these different?
Ooh, they're different ones.
So this is sparkling wine. That was strawberry milk. So we actually have one more here.
What is it?
This is ruby chocolate. This looks like another fancy one.
Okay. There's
And,
another.
and this is like a single wrap tiny one.
How many
so-
you got those? 2.
Yeah, just these 2 tiny ones.
I'll
so-
split with Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need a little bit.
That's what she said. That's
That's what she said to me.
No. Yeah, probably. Ooh, this looks cool.
Ooh,
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
What is
God.
this?
This has got like a whole. I need to get a close up with this shit. Is
Yeah,
yours?
you do.
Mine fell apart.
Yeah,
Let me-
look at that.
Pretty.
That's awesome, actually.
It's a pretty candy.
All right.
Do we know what this is supposed to be?
Ruby
Looks like it's
ruby
supposed to have
chocolate. This is ruby
raspberry.
chocolate.
The picture has almond. I mean, some kind of fruit.
That's pretty solid.
White chocolate raspberry.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Damn. You know, if I don't learn anything from this show, it's learning that we were getting cheated as Americans from Kit Kats. That's some bullshit. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that one's really good.
Hey, fucking Kit Kat, dude.
I think that one's my favorite.
You all can keep the strawberry milk, but we want everything else.
I want that,
That was
sparkling
good.
wine.
Hell, the strawberry wine was great, right?
Sparkling wine was
Yeah.
good.
I think it's funny that
sparkling wine, my bad.
there was more alcohol in the sparkling wine than there was in the bourbon and the whiskey barrel aged.
Yeah, it definitely didn't
chocolate.
translate to the cocoa nibs for sure, which is kind of weird.
Like, I wonder if with the sparkling wine they actually physically put wine in it, because with the whiskey barrel aged, they didn't actually put whiskey in it. They just aged it in barrels that once held whiskey.
So the one thing I would say is different serving sizes. You know, you're getting a lot of single serves. You know, with the U.S. market, we're getting like big ass candy bars, like 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what was interesting is I read up on some of the stuff especially from the Kit Kat Chocolatory, which does all these weird one-off things, and a lot of the feedback they were getting from consumers was less chocolate, which is ironic because it's a chocolate candy bar. But I guess people nowadays are a lot more calorie conscious. They don't want a whole bunch of fat and a whole bunch of sugar. They want good flavor, but they want to, like, not add to
They
the
want
waistline.
seltzers.
Seltzer. That's exactly right. So they've actually cut back on the amount of chocolate that they put on there. So you look at like the whiskey barrel aged one, there wasn't a lot of chocolate on there. It was good, but I think they've actually scaled back the amount of chocolate put on there because it's less calories.
You know
And
what's
I think you see
interesting?
that with the serving sizes too, with some of these small ones.
You know what's interesting though? It makes me think that the feedback could be false, and here's why.
Okay.
It's a lot cheaper on them to not use the chocolate, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what have you ever had a candy bar and you said, you know what this needs? Less chocolate.
Yeah, but
I've never
this
said
is-
that.
That's also like American
Different-
palate
exactly.
versus Japanese
Okay.
palate.
Good call. But I'll tell you what, the sparkling wine is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like if you all see that shit out, buy it. Sparkling wine with strawberries, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Man, that's good.
If you guys are roaming the streets out in Japan and you see sparkling wine Kit Kats, you should buy that shit.
Make your whole check luggage just
sparkling wine.
Kit Kats.
Would you agree, Jeff?
I agree.
I agree. See, I'm with you.
I don't even like candy.
So Jeff, do you think it was worth it for $3 for the barrel aged Kit Kat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's worth it to try these.
Yeah.
But I think I mean, there's some favorites. I think the strawberry milk
Not a fan of the
was
strawberry
not great. Everything else was good.
If I was a kid, I'd probably like the strawberry milk.
Yeah, it's like Nesquik. I mean, yeah, that's where it's at. It even says Nestle Kit Kat, so it's Nestle.
Yeah. Well,
Nesquik.
what I think is nice is they don't maybe in Japan, I don't know. We're not around the Kit Kat chocolatory all the time, so maybe that's normal for them to just see new Kit Kat flavors every third Thursday or whatever. So, but they don't price it like it's not like a $50 fucking chocolate bar.
Right.
So it's kind of cool that you can go get that if you live in Japan, whatever. We don't, so.
No,
but I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Try. Thank you, Chuck. Is that who it was?
Yeah, thanks, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah.
And shout out to all our glory days at the radio station.
Yeah, from when Jeff had some really shitty sound bites and made me wait for those to kick in.
That was the best show.